Hey Libra, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of June 2021. Hope you're having a good month so far, depending on whenever you watch this video. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome. And I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Morgan Greer Tarot. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite as I always do. And then Libra, I will close out your reading with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm feeling like I just need to kind of just zip on in. Zip on in and get these cards ready for you, Libra. So I'm feeling good. Ah, yes, and you definitely have some help coming. Okay, what do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2021? Okay, so the first thing I can tell you right off the bat, Libra, is that you have people who want to help you, people who want to assist you, and maybe even people who want to partner with you to some degree. Although I'm not feeling like it's a partnership. I'm just feeling like someone wants to work with you, right? You know, it could be like assistance to some degree. It could also be maybe someone wants to collaborate with you. And I say that because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Rods, which is the Knight of Wands. I call it Wands. Knight of Pentacles, this is financial assistance coming through, okay? The other thing is, like I said, this could be someone who wants to work with you, someone who wants to contribute to what you're doing financially. Could be a relative, could be a mentor, could be an angel investor for some of you. The other thing is the Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands. This is assistance at work. Whatever you do to bring in money, to bring in income, you're going to get help with that. Maybe someone will give you more hours. Maybe someone will give you some better equipment. Maybe someone will even give you a job or anything, you know, but you're getting some type of assistance as it relates to work and money, and you're going to see that probably in the first week of June, okay? The only thing is this Temperance card in the reverse. I don't like seeing her in the reverse because that tells me things are off balance. Things are not, I mean, out of balance is one aspect, but I'm feeling like there's emphasis somewhere and it needs to be somewhere else, okay? Or I guess I should say your attention is somewhere, but it needs to be here. So for those of you who are looking to increase your streams of income, increase your wealth, you know, make more money, whatever it is, create abundance, whatever it is you're trying to do, there's something that you're not paying attention to. And so you have to make sure you divert that attention to what is going to pay you, okay? Now, I struggle with this because I have lots of projects that I'm working on, and I tend to kind of get distracted. I think we all do. But Libra, I'm feeling like your attention is not where it should be, and you know this. The thing is you're the only one who can fix it, you know? So you've got to put your attention where the money is. I guess that's the best way to say it. Put your attention where the money is, because the money is it's there. You know, there's no lack of money. I don't ever want anyone to think that. There's no shortage of funds. Okay, don't let the media tell you that there is. There's not. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of joy, love, everything that we want in this world. The thing is remember, what you put your attention on is what grows. So figure out what that is and then shift your attention to what pays you. All right, so we have the Six of Wands here. Love this card. This is the card of pageantry. This is the card of showing up, getting recognized, getting the attention that you deserve. This is really kind of being seen for what you do and who you are. Now, I see this a lot when I do readings for some of my private clients who are celebrities or who are social media influencers. You know, these are people who are seen, and these are people who are recognized and who get all kinds of wonderful accolades. But it doesn't always apply to that. You know, sometimes you could be a local celebrity in your own right, in your family, in the industry that you work in, at your workplace, you know, among your friends, whatever the case may be. This is nice. This is validation that you are just being seen for your contribution. Okay. Now, this is good because you can leverage all of this attention into financial benefit. Okay. It's just a matter of how creative you are with it. Next, we have the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card, this is also the card of Virgo. Could be a Virgo showing up for you in the first week of June, Libra. But also, the Hermit card talks about going within, you know, kind of figuring out what it is we want to do, making decisions for ourselves, and really doing some soul searching and some inner work to get clear on what it is that we want. I know everybody wants money. I know everybody wants wealth, but sometimes it's not really the money that you want. It's more of a lifestyle, or it's more of a feeling. Okay, so really get clear on what you want, because once you have those answers, everything will be much easier for you. Next, we have the World card. I love this card because this card talks about the completion and the ending of a cycle. The current cycle that you're in, you're starting to outgrow, Libra. It's time for you to level up. The world is supporting you in that growth as well. Finally, we have the Hangman. Now, this is the card of sometimes being stuck, and I find it interesting because the world tells us that it's time to move on, but for whatever reason, you're not moving on, right? Maybe you're scared, maybe you feel stuck or trapped, or that the timing is not right. But I have to tell you, our outer world responds to our inner world. So you really have to figure out, Libra, and trust that the process will resolve itself once you decide to take that step forward. Because clearly you have the support here. Clearly you know, and you're more than capable of creating the life that you want and making the money that you want. But you just have to take that first step. All right, Libra, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of June 2021, what do we need to know for the sign of Libra? All right, Libra. So I have to tell you, it looks like the second week of June is going to be a little bit funky. Why? Just because looks like here the Five of Cups, I don't know, it's like you kind of either say something or do something and then you later regret or you second guess it. And so it's like you weren't entirely confident about something, and so now you're feeling like you made a mistake. I have to tell you that's not the case, but you're going to feel like that, okay? Excuse me. Next up, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is you working independently. You know, maybe that's what it was. Maybe you said, I want to work by myself, and now you're realizing, oh no, maybe I do need people to help me. Whatever the case may be, you're going to be doing some independent work here, okay? Independently doing something that's going to bring some money in. But I also feel, too, that you're kind of choosing to kind of be by yourself for a little while. Next, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the no-nonsense remover of whatever is getting in his way, not only physically, but also energetically and mentally as well. Libra, I feel like you're going to be eliminating a lot of things. And I think that's what's going to make you feel a little off, because you're like finally to the point where you're like, okay, I need to remove this. I need to end this. I need to stop doing this. This has to go. And you know that these things have to be done, but there's still an emotional adjustment to cutting things off. You know, not all of us can do that easily, you know. But the thing is there's going to be a financial reward in doing so, and you know that, but it's still not easy, okay? That's why I say I think this week is going to be a little funky, because you're going to feel all kinds of feelings. You're going to be going through some type of emotional stuff, and you know you're doing the right thing, but it's still hard. It's still hard. And that's what I'm seeing here, because the next card is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. It's like your whole world gets turned upside down, because you know you have to do these things. You know you have to let go. You know you have to eliminate something, okay? But again, there's going to be a financial benefit, and there's going to be growth, and there's going to be progress made because of it. It's just going to feel uncomfortable as you do it. But here's where it gets good. We've got the Nine of Wands here. This is the card of encouragement. This is the card of feeling very relieved and feeling empowered, right? It's like sometimes we got to go through the mess. And once we get through the mess, it's like, oh, we can breathe. We feel relaxed. We feel relieved. We feel inspired. Now we can truly move forward and pursue that job, start that business, make that money, you know, whatever it is. And it's definitely coming, but like I said, you got to go through the mess in order to get there. We also have the Four of Wands here. This is the stable card, foundation. This is really putting things in place in a very solid way that allows you to grow from that, okay? It's a very, very, very powerful card, because it talks about things are not shifty. Things are solid, things are rooted, things are grounded, okay? And that's an excellent foundation to have, especially when you're making money, or you're trying to start a new business, or you're looking to start a new career or change careers, okay? So just know, like I said, this second week of June is going to feel a little off, but once you do what you know you need to do, that's when things really start turning and working in your favor. All right, Libra, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2021. All right. Libra. Okay, do need another card. Oh, and I got two. All right. Oh, good news. Okay. All right, I hope this isn't cutting off cutting off in the camera. But okay, as we hit the second, okay, it's not. Okay, as we hit the second half of June, Libra, you're going to definitely be in a creative flow, okay? You're also really going to be connected to the divine feminine, because we've got the Empress card. This is the most beautiful energetic card, I think, in the deck. Well, there's quite a few, but I really, really love her. I really connect with the Empress energy. Like I said, this is divine feminine. This is also the maternal instinct, the maternal card. This is the card of pregnancy, which could be a reality for some of you. But I'm feeling more that what she is representing here is a creative energy, a creative spirit. You're really going to be in that creative flow. So if you are in any involved in any of the arts, you know, music, painting, anything creative, and it doesn't have to be, you know, artsy stuff. It could also be, you know, writing. It could be creating, I don't know, photography, creating programs. I mean, anything, you know, you really are just in that creative flow. Now, I think this is something that you need to pay attention to, because again, there is a financial aspect to this, because we are talking about money. There is going to be a way that you can leverage this creative flow into a profitable substance for you. Now, that could be money. It could also be an opportunity. It could be a product. It could be anything. It could be even positioning yourself as a candidate for a job. You know, it's like your creative energy is really going to set you apart, and it's going to leverage you forward in a very profitable way. Now, we also have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups in the reverse talks about a divine separation. This is not something it's not an ugly parting of ways here. It is a mutual thing here. Now, it could be a relationship, but I'm feeling like it's more of you stepping away from something that doesn't serve you financially, Libra, okay? Could be a situation. Maybe you were, you know, paying every month, you know, for something, and you're like, you know, I think I'm going to take my money somewhere else or do something else. It could also be maybe you're supporting someone in your family, and it's time to kind of cut it off, and they understand that you can't afford to do it forever. It may not be, I mean, they may not be happy about it, but at the same time, they understand it so they don't get ugly and nasty and retaliate and all that stuff. But whatever the case may be, there is going to be a divine separation from something. But the good thing is that it's going to be something that benefits you financially. Next, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is releasing of self-limiting beliefs. I love to see this card in the reverse because it talks about you're really doing the mindset work in order to create the wealth, the money, the abundance that you desire. We also have the Sun card, another beautifully positive card. Doesn't matter if she shows up in the reverse. The Sun card is always a positive card in any of my readings. This is just to a lesser degree. But the thing is the Sun card definitely tells us that we're moving in the right direction. It's confirmation that we are doing what is right for us at this time. Six of Swords in the reverse could be some travel plans get canceled, delayed, postponed, changed. For some of you, I do feel like that's what this card is about. I don't feel anything heavy with this card. But, a lot of us are starting to travel again. We're starting to make plans. We're starting to go somewhere. But it does look like there could be some changes in travel plans around this time, okay? Next, we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is pay attention to the budget. Whenever I see this card in the reverse, it talks about double checking, triple checking your budget, your finances, your statements, your invoices. Mistakes happen. Not all of them are intentional. And, just really pay attention to the numbers, okay? Pay attention to everything that's going on as far as your finances is concerned. But this is good news here, Page of Pentacles. Now, that is good news, a good message coming in as it relates to your money. I've been saying this a lot. I've been getting this a lot with all of the other signs. I'm also getting some news about, well, I shouldn't say news. I'm getting some divine intuition that this could be something Bitcoin related for some of you. For those of you who are in crypto, I'm feeling like there's going to be some positive news about Bitcoin roughly in the second half of June, okay? If you're not involved in cryptocurrency, you can ignore that. But if it's something that resonates with you, I do encourage you to learn more. There's tons of free resources. I myself do own quite a bit of Bitcoin. I love it. And I do want to encourage you that if, again, this is something that resonates with you, please explore it and get educated so you can get involved and see if this could be something that could have a financial benefit for you. Finally, we have the Two of Wands. This is examining our past, make decisions about our future. Okay, so it looks like, you're kind of reevaluating what you've done and what you will do next as it relates to your financial journey, Libra. All right, let's see what else shows up for the sign of Libra. Wow. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2021. I love that. All right, so by the time we close out June, Libra, you're going to be in a very good place. All right, you're going to be in a very, very, very good place, I should say. All right, King of Pentacles. This is the card of financial literacy. I kind of talked about it here, but we were talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I'm gonna put myself out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say the King of Pentacles is telling me to tell you that you do need to look into it if you have not already. Okay. Now, I don't make predictions about crypto, but I do sometimes get pings of information that come through as I do these readings, and then of course I communicate that with you. Intuitively, I'm feeling like there is something you need to learn here as it relates to finances. But again, if you're not resonating with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or any of that stuff, then it's time to really, kick up your financial education to the next level, whether that be stocks, real estate, metals, bonds, I don't know, whatever it is that, floats your boat, it's time for you to expand your knowledge on that. Why? Because there's money to be made, and you don't want to be left out because you don't know what's going on. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a financial expert, but you do need to be financially conscious, and you do need to be financially aware of what your options are, because you are going to have a lot more power as it relates to your money than you do right now. Now, I'm not saying this exclusively for Libra, but I do believe us as individuals are about to be way more empowered financially than we ever have been. And because we are moving into that position, we all need to empower ourselves. We need to be educated, okay? Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune is the ultimate good luck card. Now, it's interesting. This is a repeater. We had the Wheel of Fortune here. But things really turn in your favor by the time we close out the month. So get ready. I hope you're prepared, Libra. It's all good news. Now, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Sometimes that means she's very insensitive. It happens, we can't care about everybody all the time. But the Queen of Cups, sometimes she warns us to not be too either overly sensitive or insensitive, okay? So sometimes we just have to do the right thing, even though it doesn't necessarily feel like the right thing. But, I guess it's one of those things where we just have to be considerate of other people, even when they don't deserve that consideration. Next is the Page of Swords. This is good news about something stopping, being discontinued, being cut off, being removed. I like to see this card actually, because usually whatever it is that is stopping is something that I want to stop. Maybe it's a bill, maybe it's, taxes. I don't know. But the good thing is, somebody told me last month that when we talked about this, the mask mandates were actually lifted surprisingly everywhere. Which again, that was great. That was great for all of us. All right, finally we have Temperance. Now, remember we had Temperance here. Things were a little off balance. Looks like by the time we close out the month, things come together in a very harmonious way. And it's a very beautiful, balanced way as well. So Libra, you've got a very powerful month here. You've got a lot going on, but it looks like you navigate the month pretty well from what I'm seeing here. Energetically, it's going to feel a little bit, like I said, up and down, but when all is said and done, you're going to be in a very, very strong position. It's just a matter of you making those choices and consciously making those, or I should say consciously taking those actions in order to make that happen. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. Oh, I got card number 12, Cinnabar. Now, I don't know this crystal. I've never seen this, so I don't know if this is a man-made crystal, because I know there's not really a whole lot of true red crystals out there, but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's card number 12, Cinnabar, the card of business. Yes. Also, the sacral chakra. Remember, that's our foundation. This definitely is a resonating theme with what we talked about in your reading here. If you do have a Cinnabar crystal, it would be a great time to work with it throughout the month of June. If not, focus on business and your sacral chakra as you kind of do your spiritual work throughout the month of June. All right, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.